Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About You. In today's segment we have
Shadhu from Canada.
Oh yeah, we got the Canada squad in. So, talk about the event, talk about what you did, and this is again a Team Wars profile.
Yeah. So I played green yellow Broly. I thought it was the best deck for our team as well, and it was the deck I was gonna play in singles, so I just wanted to get more testing in. We finished first after Swiss. We went undefeated. We played you guys God Squad in top 8, and that was a roller coaster of a game.
Oh, those were great games.
Yeah. And yeah, we ended up losing due to time and the rules and how they worked, but it was still a great set of games we played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Super close, guys.
Yeah. So for the deck, Broly, he's like broken. When I saw this guy, I was like, he's my favorite leader in the game. I played Broly all of set 1, like the original one, so he was my go-to. Search a 1-drop on the front side. You usually search whatever you need or piece that you're missing. On the back side, even more broken. Draw until you have 6 cards.
What?
And then,
what does that?
Yeah.
Draw until you have 6. You can literally combo out, have 0 cards, swing out, draw
and, like,
6.
Your team trust the will.
Yeah. So to the deck, 1-drop Broly. Essentially one of the best 1-drops in the game.
Sexy.
This guy essentially says take 4 life.
He does.
When you play him, you take 2 life, and then when he's KO'd or removed from the battle area, you take 1 or 2 more life, which is insane because by turn 2 you should be awakened, and your card advantage is insane. And the way the deck works is you can start comboing off, applying so much pressure early on, and you're just drawing back with your leader that you're always having cards to like defend yourself and apply pressure at the same time.
And I'm glad that you are running 3 copies, guys.
Yeah.
Some people were running 4. That's too much because your leader itself grabs them.
Search him.
So.
I never played, even like in early testing, I never played 4 because I never thought it was necessary.
Exactly.
But 3 was always the perfect number.
Yep.
Next, the Broly chain. So I played 4 of the 4 drops, 4 of the 6 drops, and then 4 of the 8 drops.
Guys, look at this. Woo, we're blinged out over here.
Yeah, so I just wanted to be consistent. With the deck, you just want to see your pieces at all times. And there's times where like your opponent's able to pop like your Broly pieces, and you want to be able to climb up the ladder. But even then, like the 6-drop is good enough on itself sometimes. And then even if they out it, you have the 8-drop to go into.
Exactly.
And a lot of people who I saw play Broly played it wrong in my opinion.
Yep.
And they would shotgun all the way to the 8-drop turn 2 because they would be able to. And once they out it, it's sort of they had no recovery after that.
Nope.
Turn 2, being able to sit on a 6-drop, who's a Shugesh Goku by the way, on both players' turn is insane. So the 6-drop is good enough for turn 2 because no opponent can apply so much pressure that a Shugesh Goku is not enough.
Exactly.
Yeah. Next.
And you see, he's keeping the deck simple and consistent, and that's why he was able to do so well, plus being able to play the deck the way that it should be.
The most busted card, I think, right now.
Oh my god.
Broly, Ultimate Agent of Destruction. This guy says, if you drop him and you have 1 life, you win the game. Pretty much, he says, you win the game. As a lot of people know, he's expensive as hell for a reason, and that's because he can win you pretty much in any matchup. He's the win con.
Yep.
Yeah. Next, the Paragus package, which is important because it lets you pop off and pop all your 4s, 6s, and your 8s to climb up the ladder.
Helps you go up,
Yeah. So I played 3 of the 1-drop Paragus from the dash pack. You just pop another green card, draw a card, and then I played 4 of the 2-drop, which I thought was the most important one because on your turn 2, this is ideal. Your ideal play turn 2, and you can get up to the 6-drop with just him because he plays out the field spell. And then the other Paragus is the super combo, the best super combo I think in the game right now. It's Hoi but better.
But better.
Yeah, it says draw 2 then warp 1, so you get to see the most cards possible, and it gives you the best options of what you're playing. And then also the pseudo super combo for this deck, Golemite. This card is actually really insane because he allows you to apply so much pressure because on your turn he essentially becomes a 10k combo, but you can divide it up. You can divide up where the combos go. So on your turn 2, if your board is like this, you're able to swing with the Paragus, even though it's 5k, combo this, give it 5 so it's 10 matching the leader, and then give him +5. So now you're swinging for 10, and then you're swinging for 15.
Gaining more value.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, you were one of the few players that were actually utilizing the deck that way. Most people would literally play the Paragus and then not do anything, pop them.
The deck is about maximizing the number of attacks you can get per turn. And like when you're turn 2, you can swing 6 times. That's insane. And some of the swings you're swinging with are like 25k double, 30k, 35k doubles. And like that's the pressure you need, because then you can force out your opponent to play bad, because now they have to play through you rather than playing at their own pace.
Exactly.
Next, my tech choice, I played 2 Hyperspeed Son Goku.
Ooh, talk about it.
This was for going down to 1 life when I needed to SCR people. So what would happen is, on my turn, I could usually be at 3 life when they pass back, and on my 3 energy turn is usually my kill turn, and I can consistently drop the SCR, because on my 3 energy turn, if my opponent controls a battle card, or if I have a field spell and an 8 drop, I go Hyperspeed for 3. I take 1 or 2 life to go down to 1, and now he's a 30k crit body. And then you pop your 8 drop Broly to go into the SCR. You pitch your whole hand, and now you're at 1 life. So your board setup should be pretty much like this. You have 0 cards in hand, but you go swing with this guy. Your opponent either negates or takes life, or they take the damage and they get rid of their whole hand.
Yep.
And if they're at 4 life and they negate this and they go to 0 cards in hand, this restands and you go 30k crit. It goes through because they can't stop it. Then you go swing with leader, and then now you're drawing 6 cards and there's 15. This is going through, and the only out they have to this now is drawing a negate off the life of the 6 they drew, and now you have 6 cards to combo off this, and like it's just insane.
Exactly.
If you don't win
and if they're lucky, sure, but if not, they lost right off the rip. It's game.
Yeah, and this came in clutch so many times. There's other plays where you can do like Paragus to add back the 1 drop Broly to go to it, but I just wanted more ways to consistently go down to 1 life. But yeah, like this card came in clutch so many times for me. Just being a 30k crit body is huge as well.
This was a great idea.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
And then for the yellow, so I played yellow in the main board because in the team event I expected to see a lot of like Zenos and stuff, some odd things you'll see.
Okay.
So I played yellow in the main board. I played God Destruction Whis. This was mostly for the Super Shenron matchup. If I'm able to just put this on board and make them play a bit awkward so they can't like do their kill turns, because if they untap an energy, it's essentially Borgos, a yellow Borgos, and yeah, that's about it. Another card from set 1, a throwback, I played 2 Zarbon, the Emperor's Attendant. I just wanted a yellow fodder card that was good to like to charge and to combo away, and there's times where it come up where you can have like a 4 drop or a 6 drop on board and you're playing like against Janemba, and they usually just swing at your battle cards and they don't want you to take life. Yeah. So you can, if they play wrong and they don't swing with their leader first, you can Zarbon on an attack, untap him, and now you force their leader to attack your leader. So now you can go down to 1 life consistently to drop your SCR to kill them. Woo. And then the best defensive card in the deck, 4 Bloodless.
Oh yeah.
Been around since set 1. This guy's a Frieza's army as well, which is insane. So you get to play Lust. Your turn 2, my turn 2 board has always been in this deck. I will have a yellow energy up, a Lust in hand, and a Shugesh Goku. Turn 2, there's not a lot of decks that can play through that. Like a Shugesh Goku, a Lust, like there's not a lot of decks that can play through that. So that's the ideal turn 2 board in my opinion, because on your next turn you can swing with the 6 drop again and then go up to the 8 drop to get another attack in. 2 Tragic Awakening. This card essentially says Monster Reborn. And for 3 energy you get to play a 6 drop again. So if there's times where your opponent outs your 8 chain and you need to go back into it, this was the best card to do it. And also on your turn 3, there's plays where you can make where you can drop, you can go into the 6 drop, pop it off, go into the 8, and then Tragic Awakening because you're on turn 3, sack off an energy, bring back the 6 drop, swing again, and if you have another pop, you can go into another 8 drop. So the number of attacks that you're getting in like turn 3 is 4 like double strikes that are like 25k and above. And that's insane because you're applying so much pressure to your opponent. The best negate for the deck, 3 Shocking Death Ball. This is like really good in the vanilla Goku matchup because when they play their 1 drops in 2Ks, a lot of the vanilla Goku decks out for this deck for your 6 drop and 8 drop is going into the one drop Aider.
Yes.
The Android 8.
It's one of their better plays.
So they usually just play a one drop Goku and then like a one drop Aider, and then they go swing leader, and now you can negate, take a life, and then pop the Aider. And now like the turn is done, and you can apply pressure back to them, which is like insane.
Free pressure.
Yeah, and it's a free negate. The other negate, the Wrathful one that makes them pitch a card, I thought that was garbage. And this also lets you take a life to get down to 1 life so you can SCR them. So like you can just constantly just get down to 1 life. And then the field spell, I play 3 Broly control mechanism. You usually don't hardcast this. There is times where it comes up, but you usually try to play it off the Paragus to get the most efficient. Yeah. Because with Paragus, you're now getting 2 pops and a search. Because Paragus searches and plays you this. 3 I thought was enough with the 4 Paragus. Sometimes you needed to hardcast it, but it never really came up. And yeah, that was the main board.
All right, now we're going to get into the side. Now, guys, the sideboards are going to be a little more unorthodox.
Yeah.
So.
And it was really hard because all 3 of our teammates were playing yellow, which was insane. So we had Jordan Beard, who was playing Super Shenron Storm, and he was playing Batarang, so I can play Batarings. And then my buddy Brandon was playing Black Yellow Vanilla Coup. So that was it was interesting, but
they made it work.
Yeah,
the team made it work.
For the Vanilla Goku matchup, I played 2 Super Saiyan Vegeta Exploding with Power. This card says if your opponent has as many 1-drops, you just pop them all when you play them.
Yep.
So one of my opponents overextended.
Skillless.
He had 3 Aiders and 2 Vanillas on board, and I popped all of them with just 1 energy, and he was just like surprised. He had to read this card twice when I played it.
Oh no, you know.
Yeah. He had to read it twice, so I was like, oh, yeah, but this card's really good in that matchup. I had some filler cards. I played 2 Paragus, Deadly Premonition. I wouldn't play it. It was just
filler.
It was just filler.
Okay.
I played 2 Demigra. I played it for the mirror, and I played it for the baby matchup. I sided in once or twice. It came up. Corona, because no one else was playing it.
Okay.
It was Corona. If I played against Shugesh, it worked. For the Janemba matchup, I played 3 Trunks Pyro Overseeing Time to add back the secret rare.
No!
Yeah, and this is like live turn 2, turn 3 with the deck. So like you can like waste a turn by overwhelming, and you'll get your sparking back for your leader negate like right away.
Yep.
So like it just worked out. Yeah, one of my opponents milled the SCR on his first mill, and on my turn 2 I time patrol added it back, and then on my turn 3 I SCR'd him. 2 minus Killy Zone. This was just for I know a lot of people were teching in like Crusher Ball for the SCR and stuff. And if I go up against Preemptive Strike and Lust, this just like, it was a blowout.
Yep.
And then 1-ofs, I played a 3rd Tragic Awakening, mostly for the Janemba matchup when I wanted just to see it, and then a 4th Shocking Death Ball.
Nice.
But yeah, that was the deck. I think it's like one of the best 3 decks in the format. I think we're in like a triangle format again with Super Shenron, Kid Ku, and Broly, with Super Shenron being like dominant sometimes. I've played the matchup a couple times. You can kill them before they can go into their turn 3, but like you have to draw really well, and that deck is pretty consistent in what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the deck.
Well, thank you again for featuring this beast of a deck on the channel. Guys, you're going to want to listen to his words and kind of just explore playing the deck a little differently, especially if you're the type of players that want to just win turn 2. If you can, don't get me wrong, you can go for it, but I suggest you actually really analyzing your plays and making sure that you play smart.
Yeah, this deck, even though it's a complete aggro deck, cards like Tragic Awakening make it a mid-range beast as well, because you can afford to like extend the game longer and just like recuperate cards and big bodies for like little to no energy, and like the deck just worked. There was like, I think 1 game I went to 6 energy and I hard casted a 6 cast Broly, because I had the 8 drop in hand and I just swung with it twice, but like that never came up. It was just that 1 matchup. And then quick shoutouts if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
Canadian guys who I came with, all of them, we always travel together. And then shout out to Janelle for letting me borrow a ton of these cards.
Nice.
Hard to come up with a lot of foils at the end, and thanks to Anthony.
Definitely. Thank you for being on the channel, and guys and girls, as always,
it's all about you.